And welcome back to another edition of Bad Cats Baseball, Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Great Bend Bad Cats and 316 Elite 18U. The final time these two teams will meet this regular season, as Bad Cats have taken all three so far from 316 Elite, and they're trying to make it an even 4 straight and move themselves to 8-0, and still top of the Sunflower League in the conference. And they currently are 7-0. They can be 8-0. They'll lead the conference either way, as the next best group of teams, Hutchinson and Newton both have 2 losses. So the Bad Cats trying to keep up this incredible early stretch to the season. They have already set a win streak record, as at this point they've won 9 games in a row. And they're trying to keep it all going here as Matthew Howell, the left-hander, takes the mound. Hunter Fitzpatrick is behind the dish here for this game. We'll see what kind of zone he gives Matt Howell in this one. And while we're introducing the umpires, Fitzpatrick behind the plate, Doug Clark in the field, as the 2 umpires have switched spots for this game. We're ready for action just about here from Great Bend. Starting things off will be again Titan Goebel, who led off game 1. Hope we're doing the same game 2. Goebel in game 1 had the only hit for 316. First pitch is down low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. That one fouled directly back, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 count. That one high and tight. 2 balls and a strike to count. Goebel ready at the plate. Here's Howell's pitch, and this one slashed foul down the left field line, and the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Howell, a tough act to follow up after Matt Nedved's 1-hit, 5-inning performance in game 1. Only 1 walk, no runs. That one's down and away, and the count fills up. Now 1 start under his belt so far, an ERA of 4.5. 3-2, and this one fought off. Howell's 1 start came against the Dodge City A's on June 6th. 4 innings, 2 runs, 8 hits, and 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. So leadoff walk as Goebel manages to get himself to first base and brings up Sam Schmidt.
Shortstop number 27, Sam Schmidt.
Schmidt jumps from the 3-hole to the 2 spot for game 2. Swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Schmidt 0 for 2 in the first game. Did make reasonably solid contact with flyouts to left and to center. 0-1. That's on the outside corner. 0-2. Howell's gotten himself ahead here from the belt. Here's the pitch. Swinging a hard ground ball left side. Gets past a diving Dre Amaro and into left field, a base hit. First 2 get on for 316, and they've shaken off the funk from game 1. They already have as many base runners in the first inning as they had the entire first game. Schmidt with the hit, and that brings up Big Braden Horton, the designated hitter. The first offering is a really good breaker that Started in the zone, but ended up around his shoelaces, and Horn swung through it. No balls and 1 strike. Howell looks back at second, 0-1. Didn't get the same swing and a miss there. Horn takes it, 1 ball and 1 strike. Set from the belt. Here's the pitch from Howell. And this one hit the other way, high and deep to right, but this will be playable out in right field. Pitch is made by JoJo Nieves for out number 1. Runners stay on first and second. And brings up the Great Bend native, Chase Gruber. Tough outing for him today. He just couldn't get anything going. He pitches just a third of an inning in game 1, getting the start as this one's down low. Connor Allen blocks it behind the dish. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Down low, 2-0 Howell. A little bit of a battle to find the zone here early in the ball game. Titan Goebel led off the game with a walk, then Sam Schmidt had a knock. Got Horn to fly out to right field, and that leads us to where we are now with Chase Gruber at the plate. 2-0. That's back in the strike zone for Howell. Counts 2-1. There's a pause, and 2-1 coming. Swing and a miss, and the count will go to 2 balls and a strike. Or 2 balls and 2 strikes, my apologies. Such a tough bounce back here for 3-1-6. They have to play every game on the road this season. No real home stadium for him as that's on the outside corner, and Howell has his first strikeout. Gruber retired. Brings up the catcher, Jace Wentling.
Catcher number 3, Jace Whitling.
And looks like we just had Chase Gruber tossed out of the ball game. Home plate umpire Hunter Fitzpatrick's writing something down. It looked like he was just originally telling him to get back in the dugout, but it looks like at this point Gruber may have been tossed out of the ball game. We'll see if he comes out at first for the next half inning or if it'll be somebody else. There's really not a fight put up by Rocky Helm. And first pitch well outside to Jace Wentling. 1 ball, no strikes. Wentling played in right field and had a pair of punch outs in game 1. Trying to bounce back. Here comes the 1-0. That's up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Howell falling behind pretty regularly to start this game. Worked out of it a couple times, and other times giving up the free pass or the knock. 2-0. Back in the strike zone there, 2-1. So a couple of times that Howell's gone ball, and then ends up picking out a corner for the strike. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, gets a wave and a miss there from Wentling. Down even at 2-2. From the chin and down to the belt. Here's the 2-2. And that one skips away from Connor Allen. They're going to try to advance, throw down to third, and that's not going to be in time as Goebel gets in there. Schmidt was following him up, got to second base. So 2 in scoring position. A little bit of a dangerous spot here for Howell, the full count. on Wentling. Needs a good pitch here. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's at the knees. Strike three called. Back-to-back strikeouts for Howell, and that gets him out of the top of the first inning. As the Batcats will have an opportunity to get an early lead. Bottom of the first up next when we come back on the Batcats Media Network.
This is your third baseman, Adam Musto, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on Batcats Media Network.
And we're back here on the Batcats Media Network. Matt Howell worked out a little bit of trouble there in the first inning, managed to fight his way through. Now Great Bend will try and replicate what they did in Game 1 by giving Matt Howell plenty of run support as Dre Amaro steps in and takes a first pitch strike. Batcats had every single player reach base in Game 1. 0-1 pitch, and Amaro swings through it, 0-2. Aiden Doty is on the bump. 4-3-1-6. Trying to quiet these bats as this one's outside 1-2. He played the previous game out in the field over, actually he didn't, he was in the lineup, designated hitter. All in 2-strike count. And this one on the ground over to shortstop. One hopper. Throw is in time. Good one there. That retires to Dre Amaro. Play was made there by Sam Schmidt.
Riley Silva!
And that'll bring in the center fielder Riley Silva. Feeling a little unwell, so he was not with the team on Sunday. That trip to Mulvane. Back in the lineup here. Feeling better on this Tuesday night. Takes first pitch outside, a ball and no strikes. Doty into the wind-up the pitch. A little in the side. Count is 2-0 to Silva. Good left-handed bat for Roger Warren. Out in center field, giving Alex Rogers a break out there. 2-0 pitch off the inside of the bat, popped foul. Off the overhang here at Al Burns. Woke everybody up if they were starting to doze off. Silva 4 for 10 so far this season, even 400 batting average. That one's outside. 3 balls and a strike. So plays college ball at Barton. Looking to get into one here. 3-1 count, pretty dangerous. Swings and fouls it away.
Foul balls on the property of the Great Bend Batcats. Please return them to the concession stand for a treat, courtesy of Jim LaPlace.
So back into it here. Count now full. Doty will deal. Breaking ball. He waited on it and popped it up. Left side by the Batcats dugout. That is out of play. So back to it again with a full count. Long wait here for Doty. Here's the pitch. And this one slapped out to left center field. This one's got carry, and it's going to one hop off of the fence. Having some trouble picking it up in left field was Landon Helm, and that allowed the runner to get all the way to third base as Silva didn't take a moment to rest there. And now he's 90 feet away from giving the Batcats the lead. Brings up Connor Allen.
Connor Allen!
First pitch to Connor Allen is just inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Allen been hitting the 4-hole for a couple of games, slotted him up a spot into the 3-hole. One-0. He turns on this ball and crushed it foul. That home run distance, but just a little too early on it. Everyone around the game calls Connor Allen Sal. It's not that creative. It's just C-Al. 1-0, and this one grounded foul. It was awfully close down the right field line.
How about that?
Allen behind the count, 1-2. He's got a battle. Here's the pitch. That one at neck height to Allen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two coming. Breaking ball that couldn't clip the top of the zone, and another full count. Batcats trying to get themselves on the scoreboard early. Riley Silva at third base, ready to score that first run. Doty delivers down low, ball 4, and Connor Allen walks to put runners on the corners. This will be Bodie Waller.
The first baseman, number 30, Bodie Waller!
Waller had the Batcats' first home run, kind of broke the seal on the season for him. It took him into their 7th game before they hit their first home run, and damn kind of broke as they approach double digits now. Actually are in double digits at this point, and Waller may have done it again as this ball's belted out to deep right field, but this does not have the distance quite, and it's caught by Stevens. It is going to bring a run home as Riley Silva comes across to score. Bodie Waller with the RBI. 1-0 Great Bend.
The designated hitter, number 32, Colby Christian.
Now it'll be the designated hitter, Colby Christian. First pitch to Christian. And as he went down to get this one and lined it over the second baseman's head and into right field. Connor Allen trucking towards third, trying to get to second. Christian, the play there, he's safe. Hustle double there for Colby Christian, puts 2 in scoring position for Dawson French, the left fielder.
Now up, the left fielder, number 9, Dawson French.
French DH'd in the first game. Picked up 2 RBIs, 1 hit and 3 at-bats. First pitch to French here, and he watches it down low for a ball. Long pause here from Doty and the 1-0. French hits this one on the line out to left center field. That's going to drop a base hit. Connor Allen scores. Colby Christian right behind him. Throw is cut off, and the Bad Cats increase the lead to 3-0 courtesy of Dawson French. Bit of 2-out action there.
The third baseman,
This will bring in Coulter Maldonado.
Coulter Maldonado.
First pitch to Maldonado is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Good to see Maldonado back out there after he suffered from heat strokes and symptoms on the doubleheader on Saturday. This one outside, runner going. Throw down is way late as Dawson French with an easy stolen base. Bearcats actually didn't steal any bases in the first game. Didn't really need to. Well, out hitting .455. He's 5 for 11. This one popped up out to right center field, and it will be caught by Goebel for the final out of the inning. Bad Cats push 3 across, though, and they have a 3-0 lead going to the second inning here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
This is Bat Cats pitcher Dash Albus. You're watching Bat Cats Baseball on the Bat Cats Media Network.
Justin Stevens to lead off the top of the second inning. Matt Cats pushed a few across there in the first to give Matt Howell some run support as he comes set for his first pitch. And it's a strike near the top of the zone to Stevens, who's out in right field. He pinch hit in the fifth inning of game one and struck out looking. Howell into the windup, the pitch. That one dropped just a little too low for Hunter Fitzpatrick's liking behind the plate. And the count will even up at 1-1. 1-1 pitch downstairs, and the count moves to 2-1. Cats looking to get to 8-0 in league play to start the season. Their 9-game winning streak is a franchise record. That one up high 3-1, but they do know all too well that some tough games are coming. Next up for them is the Newton Slugging Rebels, who are 5-2 coming into today. Tied for second place in the SCL. Massive swing and a miss there from Stevens. Almost fell into the left-handed batter's box. We'll have to regroup and shorten it up here, 3-2. If you're going to take a swing like that, good count to do it. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. 3 straight strikeouts for Howell now. Going back to the first inning, got Gruber, then Wentling, and now Stevens.
Number 14, Landon Helm.
So we'll bring up Landon Helm, who's had all kinds of issues in the field. Between the two games, 3 errors. 2 at shortstop in game one and 1 in left field. That allowed Riley Silva to turn a double into a 3-bagger. It's a strike 0-1. Now into the action. That's downstairs, 1-1. One coming, and that's cut on and missed by Helm. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Helm didn't fare much better at the plate with a pop out and foul ground and a strikeout, 1-2. And it's down low. Count evens up. Ready, and the pitch down low. So another full count here for Matt Howell, this time against Landon Helm. Wants to avoid putting a runner on here and with 1 out. We'll step off here. Here is the payoff pitch. Reaching for this one and then hit foul by Helm. He stays alive. Another payoff pitch coming. Here's the offering. Down low, and that'll be ball 4. Helm works the walk. Now 2 walks surrendered by Howell through an inning and a third. And brings up Keaton Hartman, who we saw on the mound for 2/3 of an inning in game 1 of this 2-game doubleheader here at Al Burns. First pitch to Hartman is a strike on the inside corner. Here 0-1. He's golfing for it, 0-2. Hartman not a big guy in the right-handed batter's box, and listed at 6 foot, just over 150 pounds. Still got some room to fill out. 0-2. That's down low. Ball and 2 strikes. It's one thing that sometimes forget is that this is still a high school team for the most part. Some are going into their senior year, others just graduated. Swing and a miss, and Hartman down on strikes for the second out of the inning. They got valuable experience being able to see some college arms before even fall ball comes in. A couple of players going to Neosho, some going to Barton, and one going to Tabor College, so not even going to junior college route, going to NAIA. Also, someone going to Pratt as well. That one's inside. A ball and no strikes to Blake Koss. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, well late. 1 ball and 1 strike. Koss has been a little bit late on a lot of these fastballs that he's seen. Late again there, 1-2. Howell looking for strikeout number 5. He's set. Here's the pitch. Just inside. And the count's 2-2. Good spot there from Howell, though. Backs Koss off the plate, though, and can pretty much go anywhere he wants here. Here's the pitch. Goes golfing, strike 3. Connor Allen completes it with a tag, and that retires the side. Another 0 put on the scoreboard by Matthew Howell. And the Cats lead 3-0 as we head to the home half of the second here from Great Bend.
This is outfielder Kyle Gates, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
We're back here on the Batcats Media Network. First pitch to Brady Kreitzer is a strike in on the outside corner. New pitcher for 316 is Cole Sheelight. 0-1. And that's outside. And the count to 1-1. Kreitzer, second base, had some solid contact early in the season. And a doubles guy for the Batcats. 1-1. He skies one out towards shallow left center field. Goebel over there makes the catch. And there's one away.
The right fielder.
And this will round out the first time through the order, Jojo Nieves. The spark plug for the Batcats. This guy's a warrior in that batter's box. Swings and fouls off the first pitch. Nieves hits from the right side against the right-hander Sheelight, and that one's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Can pick and choose his spots, Nieves, because he doesn't have the biggest strike zone in the sport. Listed at 5-5. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one down at his shoelaces for a ball. Ready, the 2-1. And that'll catch the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nieves. So Nieves has to get into more defensive mode here. Here's the pitch. Up high. Full count now to Nieves. Here's the pitch from Sheelight, swing and a miss, and Nieves is retired. First Batcat that struck out in the game. And the lineup turns over. Go to the top with Dre Amaro.
Number 14, Dre Amaro.
Sheelight, set from the chin, the pitch. That one scrapes the dirt, 1-0. From the chin again, here's the pitch. And this one hit high in the air, left field. Coming in on it, Helm, and he will make the catch right by the chalk line for the third out. Batcats go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. Lead at 3-0 going to the third on the Batcats Media Network.
This is Batcats, first baseman Simon Larinaga. You're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Back here in Great Bend, where the Batcats lead it, 3-0 over 316 Elite 18U. We'll start it off at the top of the lineup with Titan Goebel. Started this game off with a walk against Matt Howell. Look for similar successes here. And we got ahead, taking the first pitch outside, 1-0.
What inning are we calling it out?
Into the fifth.
Into the
And here's the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Count goes to 1-1. That one just down low and away from Goebel. And the count is 2-1. Here's the pitch, outside. Goebel is going to be playing at Pratt next season after His high school career concluded at McPherson High School. Made the All-Star game this season, playing for McPherson as this is outside, ball 4. Goebel walks for the second time. That's the third walk that Howell has allowed in this start. And it brings up Sam Schmidt, who has the one hit off of Howell. That one's up high. Allen lost it out of his glove, but no advance tried from Goebel. Schmidt ripped one between short and third that first at-bat against Howell. 1-0 coming. That one not there, 2-0. Howell comes set. 2-1. This one fouled away. It looked like it may have caught a piece of Allen's glove, couldn't hold it. From the belt, the pitch. This one fouled away again. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Schmidt. That gets at a similar strong start to the season last year. They won 8 out of 10 conference games, starting with the Sunflower Seeds and Newton Rebels, and then kind of fell back to earth after that. This one flared foul by Schmidt, and I think the talk from Roger Ward has really been to try and avoid that happening again, because again, here they are facing some of the weaker competition in the league to start the season. Mulvane, who is coming back from 2 years off and has a pretty thin roster, and 316, who is comprised of mostly high school talent. And then it'll get much stiffer for them. Their next series coming up in Newton, and then they got Hayesville and Hutch, who are all over 500 in the early going of this season. So Roger Ward has been kind of pushing a not content mentality amongst the Batcats as Howell will walk Schmidt. And here comes Roger Ward, speaking of him, to have a conversation with his left-handed arm. He's walked 4, given up 1 hit. No runs allowed yet, but just been kind of scattering balls around the strike zone. And I think that Matt Nedved did a really good job earlier showing what you really need to do to beat this 316 team, and that's fill up the strike zone. Don't give him any free ones.
The year was 2017 when the Batcats recorded the first ever shutout in club history, beating Dodge City A's 2-0 here at Alvarez Memorial Field. Beck Harris, Taylor Langston.
Conversation continues here with Roger Ward talking with Matt Howell, and then just a tap on the backside there. He'll return to the dugout. No outs in this inning. 316 looking for their first run of this doubleheader. They were shut out in the first game in 5 innings.
The DH, number 7, Braden Horn.
And it will be the DH, Braden Horn, trying to do some damage after Howell issues back-to-back walks. First pitch to him, fouled straight to the screen. He was on it, though. That would have been a tough one to get to with how far inside it was to Horn. Talked about Keaton Hartman having not quite filled out the frame yet, but Horn, a guy that has at 6'3", 215, and he'll wear one on the leg. And that will fill up the bases.
First baseman, number 13.
Trouble here for Howell with the bases loaded. And looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here for... Oh, check that, actually. This is Epp coming in for Chase Gruber, who was ejected in the top of the first inning. First pitch, down low. 1 ball, no strikes. So Gruber ended up striking out looking his first time up, and then said something to Hunter Fitzpatrick, got him thrown out of the ball game, and Epp came in for him at first. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Epp got a piece of it but fouled it off. Epp only had one at-bat in game one, and he popped out to second. 1-1 pitch, and this is fouled away again by Epp. Big at-bat here for Howell as he tries to recover from 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Still only allowed 1 hit in the game. If he get a strikeout here, it'd be big. The offering. This one hit sharply to third base, and it'll be taken by Colter Model out of the third for 1. He'll throw across for 2. How about that? 5-5-3 double play, and the Batcats do give up a run, but now there are 2 away. No RBI there for Epp, or for Epp, my apologies. Goebel that did come across to score, and Schmidt was eliminated over at third base. That catches the outside corner for a strike on Jace Wentling, the catcher. 0 for 1 with a punch out on his line so far. It's Horn at second base, 3-1 ball game. 1-1. Wentling with a swing and a miss. It'll be a ball and 2 strikes. Hal trying to limit the damage after the base is loaded and nobody out. If you get away with 1 run, that's pretty successful. 1-2 pitch. That's at the knees, and Wentling reduced to a scarecrow in the batter's box, as that's the 3rd out of the inning. They do get 1 across, 3-1-6, but they still trail 3-1. Go to the home half of the 3rd here on the Batcats Media Network.
This is Bodie Waller, first baseman, and you're watching Batcat Baseball on Batcat Media Network.
Back here on the Bad Cats Media Network. Apologize for that. Riley Silva leadoff single for the Bad Cats. Then Connor Allen hit on the arm. For whatever reason, these Barton guys have a real tendency to get hit a lot. Allen leads the team in hit by pitch. And Alex Rogers always at the top of those charts. That was the third time Connor has been hit, and that paces the team. 2 on, none out for Bodie Waller. Sac fly for him in at-bat number 1, or plate appearance number 1, I should say. Trying to do some damage here with 2 ducks on the pond. Here's the first pitch to him. And just outside, a ball and no strikes.
That's a good I wanna you. Take another ball or 2.
G-Light into his wind, and he fouls it off. Cale She-Light staying on the bump here for 3-1-6 after a 1-2-3 bottom of the second inning. Into some trouble here in the bottom of the third. 2 on, none out. He will look and pump fake the throw back to second base. Silva gets back there. Silva's hit his second of the game. Had a double in the first. 1-1 coming. And Waller fouls this one off the inside of the bat. It'll be a ball and 2 strikes. Waller have to cover the plate here. It'll be a 1-2. Breaking ball on the ground over towards shortstop. Bad transfer from Schmidt. He lost it. And there's no play. The bases are full of Bad Cats. Silva gets to third. Allen over to second. Waller reaches on that E6.
Designated hitter, number 32, Colby Christian.
Possibility for some damage here for Colby Christian. Already has a double in the game. It's a hustle double. That's inside, and it gets away. It came back off the concrete wall, though, behind the plate. That's the different thing about this ballpark. If that's a chain link fence, it doesn't do that, and a run probably comes across. Most ballparks, you almost have a natural feeling if it gets by the catcher, you're going, and that's kind of how Silva reacted to it, but able to get back to third base when he saw the way that careened back. One-0 count. Christian reaches down for this one. High in the air, right field. A long run for Justin Stevens, and it drops in fair territory for a hit. Riley Silva scores. Connor Allen's behind him. Throw gets away from the catcher, Wentling. It doesn't matter as Allen would be the play anyway. It's a double for Colby Christian. Second double of the game for him. Brings across 2 runs for the Cats. They lead 5-1.
The left fielder, number 9, Dawson Rich.
This will bring up Dawson French with 2 in scoring position again. He was in a similar situation last time he came to the plate. Drove in 2 runs on a single to left. First pitch to French is up high at eye level, missed 1-0. 4 straight have reached for Great Bend. Riley Silva a single to start the inning. Then Connor Allen hit by a pitch. Bodie Waller reached on an error, and Colby Christian with a 2 RBI double. This one up high again, 2-0. Coming from She-Light, and this one fouled off by French. Count will be 2 balls and a strike to the Cats left fielder. The only Batcat, or one of 2 Batcats, I'm sorry, playing both ends of this doubleheader, joined by Colby Christian. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, and the count evens up. Sheelight battled his way back. Looking for his first out of the inning, while Dawson French looking to pad the lead for Great Bend. Currently 4. Runners on second and third, though. The pitch. Third high ball taken by Dawson French. Count full, and this is one of those situations where you cannot afford a walk if you're Sheelight. Don't want to reload the bases. Got to challenge him here, even with the danger looming. Payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4, and French works the walk. Now 5 straight have reached for Great Bend. That was the second walk of the game, and we'll see a mound visit here from Rocky Helm. Looks like it may be it for Sheelight, and it will be. Helm takes the ball away from Rocky, and it looks like Rocky takes the ball away from Kale, and it looks like it is going to be Paco Hernandez going to the mound in a tough spot. Bases loaded, nobody out, and a 4-run deficit already. Welcome back to Batcats Baseball, and the new pitcher is Paco Hernandez. And the bases are loaded, so a really tough spot for Paco to come into. And he'll have to face Coulter Maldonado. Coulter flew out to center first time up. Hernandez first pitch to Maldonado. Can't make contact with down low, and no balls and 1 strike. Count 0-1. Hernandez taking his time. Comes set. 0-1. Foul down towards the Batcats dugout. There is nothing in front of the Batcats dugout, so if you hit it over there, it's going to go flying in. So everyone has to be aware, sitting on the bench down there. New dugouts here at Al Burns Memorial Field. Replace the old chain link ones. 0-2 to Coulter, and this one hit to the right side, gets into the outfield, a base hit. Waller scores, a late stop sign for Christian. He scrambles back to the bag, but Maldonado gets the RBI, and the Cats move it to 6-1.
The bases are still full of Batcats for the second baseman.
Bases still full. This brings up Brady Kreitzer. It's Colby Christian on third, Dawson French at second, Coulter Maldonado at first. Here comes the first pitch to Kreitzer. That ball's outside, 1-0. Here's the pause. Hernandez 1-0. That's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Hernandez will be playing at Barton next season. Be interesting to see what he decides to pursue there from a position standpoint, as that is a generous strike outside to Kreitzer, 1-2. See if Hernandez will end up playing in the outfield, pitching, or both. 1-2. This one too far inside. And the count even at 2-2 to Kreitzer. 0-for-1 with a fly out. Base loaded, nobody out. Trying to break this game even more wide open for the Batcats. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that's outside, even though that was closer to the plate than the 1-1 pitch. That was called a strike. Full count. Nowhere to put him. There's got to be a strike from Hernandez. Here's the pitch. And that's on the inside corner, and Kreitzer is called out on strikes. Second strikeout in the game as a team for the Batcats. First one for Hernandez on the bump. Brings up JoJo Nieves. First pitch, and that one's way inside. Bounces off the concrete, and Colby Christian is dead as dirt. He'll be caught stealing, as again that concrete barrier showing can make it difficult to read the ball. Even when it gets by the catcher, you still have to kind of make a read on it. It's not just assume that it's past him and going to be an easy take of home base. Or home plate, I should say, as that's outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Nieves. So that unloaded the bases. Now it's just second and third, 2 outs. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Up and away to Nieves, 3-0. Hernandez set to deal, and that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Nieves. Bases loaded again. Back to the top of the order. Batcats have batted through with Dre Amaro stepping in.
And it brings up the shortstop, number 14, Dre Amaro.
Amaro 0 for 2. Be a good time for your first hit of the day. First pitch is up and away to him. And there's 5 straight balls thrown. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And Amaro hits one. Going to be a tough play towards third. Hartman throws, and it is on the money and on time to retire the side. Batcats leave the bases loaded, but they do push 3 runs across to move the score to 6-1. Great Bend heading for the 4th here on the Batcats Media Network.
This is Alex Rogers. You're watching Batcat Baseball on the Batcat Media Network.
Back from Al Burns Memorial Field. Great Bend 6, 3-1-6-1. Justin Stevens leading off. Swings and misses the first pitch he sees from Matthew Howell. And the 0-1 pitch coming. And that one is outside, and we'll get an appearance from a K&O Railroad train behind the wall here at Al Burns. That pitch misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Interesting backdrop here as a whole with Al Burns. Some rain off to the north. Great Bend not supposed to get to us tonight, but you can see it in the distance as that's a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm originally from Maryland, so when I'm originally from Pennsylvania, went to school in Maryland. But when I got here, they told me you can see storms from 250, 300 miles away here, and they are not lying. That's inside, ball 3. So full count. Payoff pitch. Outside, and Stevens works a leadoff walk. Been self-inflicted wound for the most part for Howell. He's only given up 1 run, but that's his 5th walk. 6 strikeouts. He's hit a batter and given up just 1 hit. This is Landon Helm at the plate, who walked the first time around. And that's up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. The pause from Howell, squaring to bunt this one foul straight back. One count. Howell from the belt, the pitch. Now upstairs, got away a little bit from Connor Allen, not far enough from an advance, though, from Justin Stevens. Count is 2-1. Howell trying to get back in the zone. The pitch. Can't find it. 3 balls, 1 strike. The one thing that did affect us here is the new dugouts. It's more difficult to see if there's action in the bullpen. They may just be up and throwing for the Batcats. That one is outside, ball 4, it seemed. No, they called it a strike. Late call from Hunter Fitzpatrick, but it'll still be a stolen base.
No, you can't throw the trash this now.
3-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And that is at the knees, strike 3. 7 strikeouts for Howell.
Third baseman, number 11, Keaton Hartman.
He's been at a 3-2 count.
One away, runner on second base. Brings up the lanky third baseman, Keaton Hartman. First pitch, Howell gets a swing and a miss there out of Hartman.
Wi-Fi work here, good? Yeah.
It's been a struggle for Howell with the walks and a lot of 3-2 counts. His pitch count pretty high for someone who's pitched 3 1/3. That's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's been rare that he's gotten an out in 2 or 3 pitches or any type of outcome, as a matter of fact. Even the hits he's given up, the 1 hit, been later in counts. Swing and a miss there, 1-2.
Which one of the guys is the beer battery?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Everyone in the stands hoping.
Here's the pitch. Howell gives up a ground ball, but this one foul. Hartman will dig back in. Count stays 1-2. Pitch is that one on the outside corner. Another strikeout looking for this 3-1-6 group. They're struggling to adjust to the strike zone. We're getting fooled. That is the 5th strikeout looking out of 8 strikeouts for Hal. This brings up Blake Koss. 2 outs and a runner on second base for 3-1-6. Swing and a miss at the first fastball. 0-1 as Koss continues to look overmatched by the heater from Matt Howell. 0-1 pitch. And that's a strike on the inside corner. 0-2. A heavy dose of fastballs. Can't say I expect anything different here from Howell. He's ready at the belt. Look back at second, the pitch. And that's on the outside corner. Another strikeout looking for Matt Howell. He's got 9 in the game through 4 innings pitched. Just 1 run given up on 1 hit. And the Batcats have the lead 6-1. We're midway through the 4th inning here on the Batcats Media Network.
This is Batcats assistant coach Jonathan Mariani, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Back here again in great bend as Riley Silva moves over to third base there. Connor Allen at the plate takes a strike down the outside corner at 3-1. Silva reached on a hit by pitch, stole second base, and showed his good base running instincts by getting over to third. Check swing there from Allen. He did go around 3-2. Hernandez has been seen by the Bad Cats previously. Pitched an inning of third, gave up 1 hit and 1 run on June the 5th. First game of that doubleheader against 3-1-6. Here's the 3-2, and that's up high, and Connor Allen walks second time. He's been walked in the game, and Hernandez with his second free pass. So now it will be Bodie Waller. Cats looking to do some more damage here in the home half of inning number 4. Here's the pitch, and this is fouled back by Bodie. No balls, 1 strike. So no balls and 1 strike. Waller has a sac fly. He's reached on an error. 0-1, this is fouled away. Nothing in 2 count. Waller back in defense mode. It'll be an 0-2 from Hernandez. That's outside. Gets a little bit away from Wentling. Allen probably could have got to second, but a little bit of a late start forced him to get back to first base. Ball and 2 strikes. Way inside on Bodie Waller. Didn't move his feet, though. That's a lot of hitting coaches are saying. Never move your feet in the box. Hunter Gotro was telling me a story on Sunday when I was down there in the dugout. Hold on, this one hit to third base. Is this one going to get through into left field for a base hit? That'll bring home a run as Riley Silva scores. Waller gets his second RBI of the game. Connor Allen over to second base. But Hunter Gotro was telling me when he was at Nichols State his freshman season, if somebody moved their feet in the batter's box, the whole team would sit in the batting cages and get hit by the pitching machine, starting at 65, and if guys moved their feet, it would go up 5 miles an hour. 7-1 score. Runners on first and second. Colby Christian at the plate. And the first pitch is outside, gets to the backstop. Allen over to third base, Waller to second. Now Single could score 2 for Colby Christian. Already has 2 doubles in the game. (1-0) outside to Christian. 2-0. Christian looking for something he can drive here. Good hitters count. The pitch from Hernandez. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes. Hernandez starting to struggle to find the strike zone. You never know when 3-1-6 is close to making a pitching change because normally they just pull the player straight out of the dugout or the field, really don't warm anybody up. This one launched over towards shortstop, and it's caught by Sam Schmidt. Tough break there for Colby Christian. Got every bit of that baseball, and all that got him was a line out. It looks like we'll still see a pitching change, though, here as Paco Hernandez will leave the ball game. We'll have a new arm when we come back here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
This is outfielder Colby Christian for the Batcats. You're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Runners on second and third here for Great Bend. 7-1 lead. And Brett Turner is taking over on the mound, and that is who came in last game to pitch that last third of an inning. It's Brett Turner. He's wearing 27 even though he's 20. So they have two 27s on the field. The shortstop, Sam Schmidt, and now on the mound, Brett Turner. Counts 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. French has 1 hit, 2 RBIs, and a walk. 1-1. Breaking ball. I stayed too far inside. 2-1. French digging back in here against Turner. From the belt, here's his 2-1. That one bounced to the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Dangerous count here against French, who likes to swing away. And he gets an opportunity to. He likes to take that big, healthy cut. The 3-1. Down low, and that will load the bases. Bases loaded for Colter Maldonado. He hit with the bases loaded last inning and slapped one to right field for a base hit.
Batcats for the third baseman, number 3, Colter Maldonado.
First pitch to Maldonado. Fouls this one back. And the count, no balls and a strike. Maldonado had that single last inning, and that pairs with a fly out. So he's 1 for 2. Oh, 1. And this one ripped to left field out of another base hit. 1 run comes across to score. They will send around Bodie Waller. Here comes the throw from Helm, and there's a collision at home plate. Now trying to get over to get another run, and they're going to get a double play. Okay, nope. Before that, we're going to have a lot going on. I'll break it down for you. Bodie Waller's called out for base runner interference. So he's out. One run does come across, but the second out will not count as Dawson French is going to be forced to go back to third base because of that interference. Roger Ward not happy with the call. Is having a conversation with Hunter Fitzpatrick. In addition to that, it looks like Bodie Waller's also been thrown out of the game for the collision at home plate with Jace Wetling.
You're allowed to protect yourself.
It's one of those really tough plays. They know they're trying to protect catchers right now from those collisions, but it was difficult. I'm not really sure where Waller could have gone. He didn't lunge into him. It didn't seem like he looks like Hunter saying he dropped his shoulder a little bit to initiate contact. And there's really not much that he can do. And Roger Ward, pretty much from what you can see right there, is saying, what is he supposed to do? Completely walk around him? Just because he's in the base path. So that's a tough break. And for the Bad Cats, Waller's called out, thrown out of the game. That's a second out of the inning. One run is across, but on the bright side for the Bad Cats, it looked like it was going to be an inning-ending double play. But French, because of the interference, is forced to go back to third.
Second baseman, number 6.
Maldonado gets one RBI for the play. Connor Allen came across to score to get the Bad Cats an 8-1 lead. Now the two umpires talking. And now here's Rocky Helm. A lot to iron out here on the situation that just occurred at home plate. Now it looks like they figured it out, so just one run across. Bodie Waller called out. And looked like, from our vantage point, tossed from the ball game. So Turner ready to face Brady Kreitzer. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls and one strike. Oh, 1, and this one outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. That's on the corner, called a strike. And it counts 1-2. One-two pitch, breaking ball, and this one fouled off by Kreitzer. He'll stay alive. He's 1-2. This pitch is way outside to Kreitzer, 2-2. Kreitzer 0 for 2. Kreitzer and Amaral are the only two cats that haven't reached base.
Here you go, Sixer.
2-2 coming. This one ripped to the left side. That gets into the outfield, a base hit. French will score. They will send Maldonado. He's going to score as well. Trying to get to second base is Kreitzer. He gets in there. 2 RBIs for Brady, and the Cats now lead 10-1.
The right fielder, number 8, JoJo
Nieves 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Turner will start it off with a ball high. Counts 1-0. One-0 pitch, and Nieves fouls that one back. Waited on it, but just off the top of the bat. That's looking for a run here to put him in a run roll situation. The 1-1. Nieves cuts and misses there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cats batted 4 runs this inning. Here's the 1-2 from Turner, and that skips away from Wentling, but Kreitzer didn't get a good enough jump on it. Gets back to second base. Here's the set. 2-2 coming. Way outside, and it's a full count. That Cats haven't done a double run rule this season in any of their 3 doubleheaders so far. And this one hit right back to the mound. Skips over the glove, though, of Turner. And the play at first base. He's safe. Puts runners on the corners.
Number 14, Trey Amaro.
So runners on the corners after Nieves with that infield hit. All the 9th bad cat to come to the plate. First pitch misses. 1-0. And this one is tattooed out to deep left field. Helm just watches it fly, and it's Trey Amaro with a 2-run home run to give the Bat Cats a 12-1 lead. Amaro with his first home run of the season with the Bat Cats. What a way to get your first hit of the night. An absolute missile over the left field fence. Actually corrected that, a 3-run shot from Amaro. As both Kreitzer and Nieves score, and it is 13-1 Great Bend. This one's outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Silva started this inning with a hit by pitch. Bad Cats lead 13-1 after that shot from Trey Amaro. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Cats can hold on to this. They will have their first double run rule in a doubleheader this year. .316 the first time. Surprisingly, it's the complete opposite. They played 2 7-inning ball games, got all the way through. And then the doubleheaders against Mulvane. They had a run rule in the first game against Mulvane when they played the doubleheader here at Al Burns, and then they had a run rule in the 6th inning in the game at Mulvane, the doubleheader there. That was game 2. They got that run rule victory. Swing and a miss there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Turner trying to get out of the inning. He'll step off here before delivering to Silva. Counts even at 2-2. Pitch down low. And picked out of the dirt. And the count's full. Here's the payoff pitch. And this one flared out towards left field. Going out and making the snow cone grab is Landon Helm. And that retires the side, but the Batcats break out in the inning for 7 runs. And the lead is 13-1 as we go to the 5th on the Batcats Media Network.
This is left-handed pitcher Matt Nedved, and you're watching Batcat Baseball on the Batcat Media Network.
And we're back on the Batcats Media Network. Into the top of the 5th inning. Batcats with a 13-1 lead, and Cade McWilliams on the mound trying to finish this off for the Batcats to get the 3 outs and win it in 5 via the run rule. First pitch, a strike called to Titan Goebbels. It's the top of the order to lead things off for 3-1-6. 0-1 pitch, and this one fouled away by Goebel. 0-2. Howell ends up going 4 innings for the Batcats. Limited damage, giving up just 1 run on 1 hit, but he did walk 5 on the other side, though he struck out 9. So take that all as you will, as this is fouled away. Goebel stays alive, 0-2. McWilliams, the 0-2, that one high and tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Goebel has 2 walks so far in the game. Those are both off of Howells. This one's flared out to center field, but it will be within the range of Riley Silva. Makes the catch for the first out. Bringing up the only man who has a hit in the game for 3-1-6, Sam Schmidt. Through 9 1/3 innings of baseball offensively for this 3-1-6 team, they've managed just 2 hits. Titan Goebel had the hit against Matt Nedved in the first game, and Sam Schmidt has the one off of Howell. This one hitting the foul ground right side. Simon Larinaga, who's into the game, makes the catch for the second out. Larinaga, of course, replacing Bodie Waller, got thrown out of the game.
DH number 7, Brandon Horn.
So the Cats are an out away. Braden Horn at the plate. First pitch from McWilliams. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Similar spot, but this one got the call on the outside corner. And the count's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. This one out to center field, going to be a tough play. Kreitzer back, and he made the catch. And that ends this ball game. Batcats pick up the win, 13-1 in 5 innings, as they do it via the run rule. And they've done the double over 3-1-6 today alone. 13-1 and 15-0 victories respectively. As Great Bend is now 8-0 in conference play, 12-1 overall in the season as Matt Howell picks up the win, while the loss goes to Aiden Doty. We'll have more coming up on Batcats post-game live. Stick with us. Back in a moment. And we're back here on the Batcats Media Network, now joined by player of the game, Dawson French, 1-for-1, 2 ribbies today and 2 walks. I mean, the offense as a whole is really firing on all cylinders right now, Dawson, over both these games. They score combined 28 runs. I mean, what's been going right in there right now?
I mean, we're just consistent. I mean, everyone's getting here early, working on what they need to work on, and it's all paying off on the field. So,
I mean, things are going to be getting a little bit stiffer in competition-wise in the next couple of weeks going up against Newton and Hayesville, some of the better teams in the conference. How do you kind of keep this stretch going?
I mean, you just do the same things we've been doing, like, put in the work, and as long as we do that and compete at every at-bat, I mean, it's going to work out well for us.
And overall for you personally, coming into this doubleheader, you were still trying to figure things out. What went well for you today?
I don't know. I just shortened up my approach, and, I mean, it played. I tried to think gap to gap, and that worked better. I think I was trying to do too much, so.
Everything going well for the Bad Cats right now. Thank you again, Dawson, for joining us as we'll wrap things up on Bad Cat Postgame Live when we come back.
Kitties.
And time to shut it down here in Great Bend. Bad Cats win it. Final score 13-1. 316 Musters. Only 2 hits all day long combined between the 2 doubleheaders. Bad Cats score combined 28 runs. They win both games in 5 innings, and they hit the ball all over the yard. Dawson French, our player of the game, but, I mean, you could have gone with almost anybody in the lineup. I mean, just going down the list. Dre Amaral had a 3-run home run. Riley Silva had a single, a double, and a hit by pitch. 3 runs scored. Connor Allen scored 3 runs, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch. Bodie Waller drove in a couple of runs and scored 1 on his own. Colby Christian, a couple of doubles. Dawson French, who we already mentioned. Coulter Maldonado had 2 RBIs and 2 hits. Brady Kreitzer had 2 RBIs and 1 hit. And Jojo Nieves walked and had an infield hit as well. So you could have gone up and down. You could have even gone pitcher with Matt Howell striking out 9. He did have 5 walks being kind of the sticking point, the one thing that he'll look to improve on in his next outing. But overall, you look at it and you say, I mean, you could have given player of the game to basically everyone who stepped on the field at any point during this game as the Bad Cats win it 13-1 there. Now 12-1 overall. They continue to add to what has been a historic winning streak. They've won 10 games in a row dating back to that one loss they had this season against Hayes. That game was on June the 3rd. That loss to Hayes after they beat them down over at the Great Bend Sports Complex. But since then, it has just been all go, no stop for the Bad Cats. And they just got to try and keep this momentum going. Like we said during the broadcast earlier in the year, this had happened before, or last year I should say, it had happened before they had been playing really well early in the season. They played some of the lighter competition in the league, and then things kind of fell apart for them. Didn't really fall apart, but they came back to normal, I should say, during that next stretch of games. And Roger Ward knows he's not content with the way this group's been playing, even though they're setting all kinds of records with win streaks and runs scored over stretches of games. They know they still have work to do if they want to be successful. Bad Cats win this series 4-0 They did the same thing with Mulvane. So 4-0 against Mulvane, 4-0 against 316, but neither of those teams have a single win all season. So we'll have to see how things shake out as the competition gets a little bit tougher. Starting with the Slugging Rebels, who come to town tomorrow. Game starts at 7 o'clock here at Al Burns. Cats will play the first two here, then they'll play a game on Friday at Newton. They're off Saturday, and then they'll finish up that series with Newton on Sunday down in Newton. So some more action here over the next couple of days at Al Burns. We hope you can join us here at Al Burns Memorial Field. If you cannot, we'll have all the games here on the Bad Cats Media Network, and we hope you can join us in either of those two formats. But that'll do it for us here from Al Burns Memorial Field. For all my partners here at Bad Cats Media Network today, Matt Nedved helping out on the scoreboard behind the scenes. Didn't jump on the mic, but he was very helpful today, so thank you to Matt Nedved, and thank you everybody for watching this edition of Bad Cats Baseball. Ends with a 13-1 win over 316 Elite. Last time they'll see 316 during the regular season. So for the whole crew, my name is Mark McClure, bidding you farewell from Al Burns Memorial Field.